What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we have something really special. It's Valorant, our Project Alpha, whatever you may call it, but it is super dope. I've played one game so far, and before I show you anything on this game, just first impression, it's fun. It's really fun. The colors are super vibrant. It's just one of those games that you could just sit down, play for hours non-stop and still not get tired. So I'm really excited to bring you guys this video, and let's get right into it. Basically, this is the main menu. This is how it starts up. All your missions, daily expirations, breach contracts. This is the first thing you see when you sign into the game. This is specifically only a character analysis. I want to show you guys all the characters you could possibly use, all their super abilities, all their gadgets, all the cool stuff that they have, and just see if you guys like it. Alright, so here are all the characters in order. We have Breach, Brimstone, Sypher, Jet, Omen, Phoenix, Sage, Sova, and Viper. All 9 characters. Trust me, we're going to go in depth with all of these. Here we go. These are all 9 characters that they have so far. We're going to start off with Breach. Just a quick bio about him. Breach fires powerful targeted kinetic blasts to aggressively clear a path through enemy ground. Damage disruption he inflicts ensures no fight is ever fair. Just a quick background just for my personal use with him. He's a very I would say like an old-fashioned character, if that makes sense. Like, all of them have powers. He has powers, but they're very stable, kind of like Iron Man. So here's his first superpower. He has a charge that you can fire through any wall, and I think it only goes through walls. Okay, so if, for example, a clear open area would not work. See, cannot shoot it, but through a wall it works. So I'm pretty sure it just gets stuck to the wall and it blasts through it. That's really dope. By the way, with a quick F1 key, everything pops up below just in case someone wants to pause it, read everything about it, and then you'll see it happening in real time. So that was the fusion charge, which is the burst through the wall. His second ability, you can set a charge. It's like more like a blinding. I think it's just a stun. So it really just blinds all the enemy players, as you can see right here. Blinding. And I think it just goes through any wall that you want. Flash out. And it just kind of evaporates there. So for example, if let's say you're playing search, and there will be search in this game, and an enemy is right here, you can press X and blinding. It blinds anyone in this vicinity. Now come his physical, like more powerful parts. You can charge it all the way to the max, let go, and it's more like an earthquake anywhere. You could totally clear a lane with this, clear anything with this, depending what game mode you're playing. But this is one of the cooler abilities that he has. And of course, his main ability, which is kind of like that, but on a 10 times greater scale. It's a seismic charge. The fault line is a seismic blast. The rolling thunder is a quake that dazes and knocks up anyone caught in it, and it is sick. Look how much wider the field is. It's insane. So here we go, and I can't see anyone surviving that. So yeah, that's the difference between the quake and the charge. So again, quake. See, this one you can do kind of to any level as well, but the charge itself is insane. You just bop and again, really basic character. Nothing too crazy, but really dope. The next character is Brimstone. Alright, Brimstone's orbital arsenal ensures his squad always has the advantage. His ability to deliver utility precisely and safely makes him the unmatched boots on the ground commander. When I say that Breach was more like an Iron Man, Brimstone is literally a soldier. He's like the soldier to the Iron Man. Here are his side abilities. Stim beacon. What the fuck is diarrhea? What incendiary? Incendiary. Stupid. I don't know what that is. Sky smoke and orbital strike. His first ability, as you can see, is the stim beacon. The stim beacon, you set it down, and in the beacon itself, you get rapid fire. Okay, so let's just say you had a normal gun. You are granted rapid fire with the gun. See, that's what it looks like. Whatever the word that is. It's a grenade launcher, pretty simple to use. Just in front of you, shoot anywhere. Grenade plops off, boom, it explodes into a fire rampage. I can show that to you up close. Here, let me show you. But it's pretty dope. And obviously, if I walk in it, you take damage. Your health bar goes down on the bottom left. And again, pretty simple. Sky smoke, I'm pretty sure that's just a smoke shield that you could put anywhere. This is kind of dope because you could set it anywhere on the map. And as soon as you press fire, boom, Smoke grenades go out. You have a shield of cover. Anywhere you're pushing, if you're pushing into a bomb site, imagine the bomb site is, for example, this door right here. You open the smoke, see where you are on the map, and if you need cover, the smokes come down from the sky. You rush into the bomb site, and the enemy cannot even see you. You rush out, and blah, 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 blah. They're dead. Honestly, that's one of the cooler abilities out of all the characters, actually, just for retaking anything or providing cover for your teammates, anything to that. And of course, his overall ability, like his power up, which is really sick. It's a heat blast of a circle. So imagine anyone in this area, boom, and it's sick. But again, overall, really strong character. Honestly, they don't really have any weak characters. They have a healing character, which we will get to eventually, but really dope. All right, next up we have Sypher. One of my favorites, only because of how agile he is in game. He's a very fast character. His power-ups aren't too crazy. First power-up is basically, it's a grenade that, you know, people walk through, they explode, like you see in any Spy Kids movie, but it's pretty sick. The cool thing is about these is, you know how eventually in like a COD game or anything, you have to run, pick it up. Here, you have to just look at it, boom, comes back in your hand, and you can lob them anywhere you want after that. You could literally put them anywhere, as long as it can bounce off, into a wall. Boom. His next ability is the cyber cage. Every character in this game has something defensive wise, like if it's not for smoke shields or a cage, anything that can protect them. So the cyber cage is more like a shield that you can go into, protects you. The only thing that, in my opinion, is a con to this whole character is you have to look at it. I don't like that personally. I don't think it's fair that I have to look at it to detonate it. Let's just say I'm getting shot. If I throw it down, I think it should detonate as soon as I press F, but you see I'm pressing F right now. Nothing activating. Gotta look at it. It activates. All right, the next up is the cameras, which in my opinion is really cool because like I said, this game is like CSGO. Okay, Overwatch would be a better example. Whoever's on defense is caged in. There's like a 15-second timer. They have 15 seconds to get to the defensive spots that you can to protect your side. So imagine you put this here and you don't know where the enemy is. You're hiding somewhere. Boom. And now you're in the camera, which is so dope because now you see where they're attacking from and you can mark them. That's the cool part. You see it recharges on the bottom, but the fact that you can mark your opponents is dope. Like this plant, imagine it's an opponent walking by, bop, mark, you get out of it and you kill him. Simple as that. His overall power up is neutral theft. I can't show it to you right now because you literally need a dead enemy player in your crosshair to reveal the location, but it's pretty self-explanatory. If there's a dead enemy in front of you, you hold Q. See, he says give me a corpse because he looks at the dead enemy and everyone who's still alive on his team shows up on the mini-map. So it's like a constant UAV. It's really dope. I think he's one of the better characters in the game. If anything, I would prefer him over Brimstone and Breach. Jet, I think my second favorite character in the whole game. In order, Jet is definitely my second favorite just because of the abilities. It is just like Tracer from Overwatch. V is pretty simple. It's a cloud burst, instantly throw a projectile that expands into a brief vision blocking cloud. But the cool thing is if you hold the ability, you can control it. So it's not just shooting it forward like this. You can shoot it forward and hold it and lead it anywhere you want. So for example, if I shoot it here, I can turn it and it'll go left. How sick is that? And X and C, or the next two abilities, are actually one of my favorite because just for this matter, you can transport anywhere you want. Boop, boop. By the way, keep in mind, I'm in a custom game, so there is no cooldown, but these abilities definitely have a cooldown. For example, you can only have, you see the first ability has 3 slots. You can only have up to 3 of that in one round of the game. So if you're playing search and destroy or whatever it is in this game, like a variant of that game mode, you can only have up to 3 of that. And the second one, you can only have up to 2. So for example, in the whole round, I would only be able to go twice. That's it. You can't buy anything else. But in a custom game, you can have some fun. You can have some fun with it. The main ability, which is really dope, it's a blade storm. Blades, my fault. Flying samurai swords. Equipped a set of highly accurate throwing knives and recharge on killing enemy. And I think you get to keep this for the whole round because as soon as you kill her, boom, they recharge, and it is so fast. She's one of the coolest like abilities you can have. Imagine going up in the air and you land on your opponent and blah 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 blah. They're gone. They are gone. So I think she's honestly one of my favorite characters just because of how fast and agile she is and just so much you could do with her. Just the fact that you could take this many opponents out at the same time. By the way, all headshots. is sick. Alright, again, one of the sickest ones. I think it's my second favorite. And the next one right after her is my all-time favorite, Omen. Omen is just one of the coolest just because, like I said, teleportation from Jet, but imagine it magnified. That's Omen for you. Here we go. I'm going to show you his ultimate ability just so I could get on the roof and show you everything else. So look, this is his ultimate ability. He can teleport anywhere on the map. Now imagine this. As soon as the enemy team, the barrier opens up 15 seconds into the round, you can be behind them. I know it's overpowered. I know. But holy shit, how sick is that? And boom. And you're in there. How sick is that? You can go anywhere you want. Literally, you want me to go, you want to see me from this roof to that roof? Boom. And you're on the next roof. Where the fuck am I? Oh shit, I overshot. Okay, hold on. Okay, right here. Alright, there we go. See? And you're in. You know what? Let me just get back on this roof. let me just get my chicken nugget ass back on this roof, cause honestly, I don't know what happened right there. I still need to get used to it, but it's pretty cool. Honestly, one of the coolest abilities, probably the coolest ability in this game. The next following abilities are Shrouded Step, Paranoia, and Dark Cover. Shrouded Step is the ability to teleport, but not as far as obviously his main ability. It's teleporting onto a certain level. It has a certain limit to how far he can go, only because it's a minor ability. It's not his main one. So, but still really cool. You know, let's say you need to get up somewhere high or get up back there, you can. You know, so honestly pretty dope. His next ability is, it's more of a stun. It's called Paranoia. So instantly fire a shadow projectile forward, briefly reducing the vision range of all players it touches. Projectile can pass through the walls. See, that's what's really cool about him is, let's say for example, the fact that he can pass through walls. If I use it, boom, and it stuns anyone between this wall and wherever it ends. It's just like a glorified stun. And his last ability is the fact that you can throw a shield. Like I said, any attacking character needs some type of protection. They need some type of protection. And this is a shield of basically a shadow. You can put it anywhere you want. The way it works is you hold your right mouse button and the distance on it just goes down. And if you hold your whatever the button is for the ability, for minus C, it comes back. So if I throw it here, that's where the shield is going to be, and inside it you're protected, kind of like the smoke from Brimstone. So they're very similar in that aspect, except Brimstone's comes from the sky, his comes from his hand. And it's cool because you could put it, let's say my teammate's in trouble, my teammate's 20 feet ahead, he's in trouble, I need to put some cover down, boom, it explodes 20 feet ahead of me, cover down, teammate runs back to me, we make it out safe, and you know, my dumb ass, whoop, anywhere I want, yeet, and I'm back on the roof. Oh my god, I actually got to where I wanted. Alright, next we have Phoenix. Phoenix's star power shines through in his fighting style, igniting the battlefield with flash and flare. Whether he's got backup or not, he's rushing into a fight on his own. So the first ability we have is Blaze. It's a flame wall that comes out of his hand, creating a wall of fire that blocks vision and damages players passing through it. So if you're touching it, it will damage you. You just throw it anywhere you want. Obviously damages you, but to me it heals me. How dope is that? If you're his character, it damages anyone but you. So for you, it heals you. See, I fell down, I got some damage, I'm at 57 health, boom, it's healing on the bottom left, and I'm back to 100 just like that. All right, his next ability is the curveball. Honestly, really simple, not really much to it. You kind of just throw a ball and you can choose where you want to throw it, left or right. Let's just say you're standing here, I want to throw it over there, click left, boop, and if I'm standing here and I want to click right, and it goes to the right, just like that. Really self-explanatory. It's not damaging as to blinding. It's literally, it's a stun, a glorified stun, and it blinds anyone around the corners, which is really dope because let's say someone's around this corner and I know they're around this corner. In any other game, what would you have to do? You would have to look at them, throw the stun, or bounce the stun. With this ability, you could choose where you want to send it, and boom, you send it around the corner. And how sick is that? His next ability is the hot hands. Equip the fireball, fires to throw the fireball and explodes after a certain amount of time upon hitting the ground. Again, really self-explanatory, really easy to use, not much to this. You can lob it with a right click, which sets it to the ground in front of you. Doesn't really go too far, but if you press your left click on the mouse, it really just throws it a lot farther. So, you know, just a really cool ability. Make sure that the enemies can't push you. And again, heals you. All his abilities heal you, which is really nice because you don't gain your health back in the game modes. Just like CSGO, you don't get your health back. So let's say someone damaged you. You're on 1 health. Boom. You throw the fire, you heal up till 100, and you're back in action. And his overall ability, you can run as far as you want, and it teleports you back. So let's say you're attacking, and you need to run away for a quick second. They don't know you put that down there. Boom. And you teleport back in action, baby. You teleport back in action, which is really dope. And I'll just read to you. Instantly place a marker at Phoenix's location while this ability is active. Dying or allowing the timer to expire will end this ability and bring Phoenix back to his location with full health. Do you guys know what this means? It's actually one of the most overpowered moves in the game. Because if you use his all ability, you come out shooting. Even if you die, you can take as much damage as you want. And you can die, and it'll return you back as if nothing even happened, which is sick. I love that. Moving on to Sage. Sage creates a safety for herself and her team wherever she goes, able to revive fallen friends and stave off forceful assaults. She provided a calm center to a hellish battlefield. I would say Sage is one of the healers, one of the most important characters in the game. If you don't have a Sage on your team, you are missing out. It sucks because obviously everyone wants to be the star player of the game and they want to be controlling and shooting and top fragging, but Sage is what you need to win the game. She heals you, she gives you an afterlife. So here are her moves: barrier orb, slow orb, healing orb, resurrection. Obviously most of these I cannot show you in game because I would need a fallen teammate, but we could still go over them. A barrier orb is equipped with a barrier orb. Fire places a solid wall. Alt fire rotates the target. So what you do is it places a wall to give your teammates some cover.
Wall raised.
And that's really nice because imagine someone needs to get far away, and you can flip it even too, and you can heal as well. Here's the flip. As you can see, if I right click, it rotates. I can rotate it any way I want with my mouse, but obviously the easier choice would be to just click V again, and you can literally place it any way you want. And the best part is they can combine. So watch, I'll place it here and it combines with the two. Still, you can still damage it with anything, but really dope for cover, especially if your teammate is in need of help. The slow orb is slowing orb move so that detonates upon landing, creating a lingering field that slows players caught inside of it. Again, she's not the most powerful character, but this is just enough for someone to escape. If there's an enemy right here where these orbs are, I throw it, boom. Look how big her wide range of field is too. Everyone in this area is just slowed down. Look, even me, I'm slowed down. I can't just walk through this like normally would. This is a normal walk. If I use this, everyone in this field is slowed, and if you're slowed, that's it, you're stuck. That's when I can shoot you and take your life. The next one is healing orb. Obviously this is just strictly for teammates and yourself. You can activate and heal over time, and while Sage is damaged, it can activate self heal as well. Watch, I can press it. I would right click to self heal, left click to heal them. So it's pretty dope. And obviously her greatest move is the resurrection. Really self-explanatory. Fire with the crosshairs placed over a dead enemy. You just blowing from stupid town? If this bench is dead, and it will literally bring them back to life with full health. So you're giving your team an extra chance if you're alive. Not if you're, it's like dodgeball. If you're alive, you can actually bring someone back to life and maybe win the game. So she's a really important character. And Sova, this is the starter character that you get, actually. Really powerful. His moves are Owl Drone, Shock Bolt, Recon Bolt, Hunter's Fury. Really sick character. Shit, good looking too, you know what I'm saying? He kind of killer. What? The Owl Drone is to deploy and take control of movement of the drone. While in control of the drone, you fire to shoot a marking dart. The dart will reveal the location of any player. Really easy to use. This drone moves around as you want. You fire it anywhere you want, and it literally shows you where the enemies are, which is sick. It's basically a UAV on the map, shows them up through walls, and just an overall really useful ability to have on your team. His next move is the Shock Bolt. Upon detonation and collision damaging players nearby, you hold the fire to extend the range of the projectile. It's honestly just a bow, and it is deadly, boys. It is deadly. You can extend the range on it how many bounces you want with it right there in the middle of the screen. I'm on 2 bounces right now. So for example, this is what a normal bow would look like. Let's say I shoot it right here. Boop. That's where it would damage. But if you add the bounce to it, 1 bounce, it will bounce from wherever it is. What the fuck? Okay, so it might only work from the ground actually. Hold on. Oh, it makes more sense now. It makes more shock dart. You gotta add the 2 bounces to it, and it'll bounce twice. 1, 2, 3. There you go. And his overall greatest ability, Hunter's Fury, which is super sick. It is literally through walls. Okay, it's a bow with a long-range wall-piercing energy blast, and it can go through any wall that you want, which is insane because he also has a recon drone, right? So this is the recon, and it can show you anywhere that it stretches the enemies. So what's the combo with him? You throw a recon drone to find out anywhere where they're at, right? Let's just say they're around this area. I throw the recon drone into that area, and what do you do right after? You press Q and the Hunter's Fury, and it goes through all the walls and kills them through the wall. That is just sick. That is sick. And then last but not least is Viper. Very, very poisonous. Viper deploys an area of poisonous chemicals device to control the battlefield and cripple the enemy's vision. If the toxins don't kill her prey, her mind game surely will. Her overall uses are Snake Bite, Poison Cloud, Toxic Screen, and Viper's Pit. Viper's Pit is probably one of the coolest moves in the game. And I know I've said that a lot, but all these characters, like, I noticed I said that to almost all the characters, but all these characters have their own special abilities that are so diverse that they're all just super dope to use. So here we go. The first move that she has on the list is Snake Bite. Equipped a chemical launcher, fire to launch a canister that shatters upon hitting the floor. Really simple to use and really simple to explain to you guys. You shoot it anywhere, and it's just a chemical that damages your opponents. If they step in it, if they're near it, they die. For example, if you have to defuse the bomb and search and destroy, what do you do when right before you die? You lob that right on it, and boom. You might save your team the game just by putting that near the bomb, and they can't defuse it without dying. The next move is Poison Cloud. It's a equipped a gas emitter, fire to throw the emitter that perpetually remains throughout the round. Reuse the ability to create a toxic gas cloud. Toxic Screen and Toxic Cloud are actually very similar. Here's the Toxic Cloud. You see it, it's positioned right there, and I will put up the Toxic Screen on the right, so they're both up. On the bottom, as you can see, if I hold X, the Toxic Cloud emerges. If I hold C, the Toxic Screen emerges. Boom. That's the orb from the Toxic Cloud. And if I press C, Toxic Screen comes up. Really, really good to use. Kind of like a...
You're a f***ing idiot.
1 hour later.
The Toxic Screen is actually really, really cool because it has the ability to create a tall wall of toxic gas. It has the ability to be reused more than once, so it could be really helpful while escaping or even for shield because they will not see you. You can turn one off, have one on, turn that off, turn this on, and obviously there's still a cooldown, but really, really useful. And the last power up she has, let me turn these off. Okay, the last power up she has is her ultimate screen, which is Viper's Pit. You fire and spray a chemical cloud in all directions around, creating a large field. I can't wait to show you guys. Look how big this field is. It is insane. It's one of the strongest power ups any character has, and it's just huge. Anyone in this just gets impacted so fast. I think it stays up for as long as you're in it. See, return to fuel, and it stays up. It's insane how strong this is, and it reduces the vision range and maximum health of players inside of it. This is your playground. You put this up in the enemy shield, and they cannot see anything. In an area that's populated by opponents, they can't see anything, and they're damaged. Really easy to wipe out a squad in here. One of the most useful things to come from a character in this game. All the characters, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, can't wait to show you guys the gameplay. There were some sick games that we got throughout the weekend, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope it taught you a little something about the game. Really excited for this game to officially come out, and I can be happier. So be sure to drop a sub, drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it and found it informative. So Omen, Jet, and Sova probably my top. Let me know in the comments what your top 3 is. I really am interested to know, just from this video, what your top 3 characters that you would use in this game starting off are. And I hope you guys have a great day. It's your boy Classified, and I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video. Peace.